Hello, Miami, and welcome to Florida Cats and Dirty Rats, brought to you by the 305 Sports Now and the FTSM Finstock Sports Network. I am Will, and joining me today is my co-host of the Rainy Day Podcast, Mr. Adrian. How are you, sir?
What's up, brother? I'm doing great, man, especially after that win last night. How about
Oh
yourself?
my God, that was fantastic, man. What a victory. What a victory. And before we got on, first of all, I want to say something to you. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you as well. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there as well. All right, I'm here, still here, live from Kansas City. Have not left. And I was sharing with you before the show started, man, that I was at a sports pub yesterday, and I was trying to watch the game, and lo and behold, our waitress was from Edmonton. I could not believe it when she told me that and let's just say the trolling was quite fun.
Oh yeah, I bet, man. I bet you had a good time as that game progressed. I bet you just kept getting side-eyed over there, huh? Don't spit in my food. Don't spit in my food.
No, she asked me. As a matter of fact, I was joking around with her. I'm like, should I get a different waitress? And she's like, maybe. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. And I told her, no, you trust me, I'm nice, okay, I'm nice and stuff like that. Will be good, okay, so I'll behave.
Yeah.
I told her, she goes, no, I know.
Fans, not those piece of crap fans is doing all that other stuff.
Oh my gosh, man, yeah, dude, it's so funny, dude. They fight each other. It's like, it's wild. It's like when they lose it, they fight each other. So it's kind of interesting. But before we start again, big shout out to the city of Kansas City. I went to the Yankees game the other day. You guys saw, some of you that follow me on X saw me in my gear. Let me tell you, if you guys are listening from Kansas City or you're from the city, some of the nicest people, I'll be honest with you, that I have ever met. I was head to toe in Yankees gear with my old T-shirt of Babe Ruth, and they were like telling me, yeah, Ruth, yeah, I love the Babe. They were telling me, hey, if you want to get a good barbecue at the stadium, you got to go to the left field or right field. Those are the best spots, so on. Oh, welcome to our city. Enjoy the game. Have a good time. Let's have a good game. I was like, wow, thank you.
Hospitality. Good hospitality.
Yeah, it was, man.
Right there.
Yeah, so big shout out to the city, man. I really am enjoying my time here. But I will say this, though. The night I was at the Yankees game was the same time that Game 4 was playing. And I was doing, one of these quite a few times. And let's just say you and I didn't end up the happy campers at that game, Adrian. What were your thoughts?
I expected more. I mean, you go up 3-0. How could you expect more? But like you were saying, we done talked about this the last couple of days. They went into prevent defense way too early, and it cost them. Granted, we did lose on a fluke goal. I feel like that was a fluke goal right off our skater's foot, man. But it is what it is. You had to lose that game to be Panthers in 6. So got the win last night. That was terrible though. We can't let that happen again, especially in a Stanley Cup final game, man. Cannot give up a 3-0 lead. And I don't think we will ever do that again.
I was shocked. I mean, we've given up 3-1, but I mean, literally, it was a new game in the third period, and it was a different team in the second period. So I was just completely shocked that they allowed it to happen. But you could see it kind of coming. Well, we pulled back. They found ways to go through our defense. They were getting closer to the net. They were screening a lot more. So that was something that I think caught our team off guard. And Coach Maurice just didn't adjust to it until, I would say, midpoint third, when he decided to again tighten up on defense, and we started becoming more aggressive on offense. So I do think that's something that did occur throughout the third period, which is why I think we got
too little, too late though. Too little, too late.
Actually, we get up the fourth goal is when I think defense tightened up and our offense started to become more aggressive even more. We tied the game with like 10 seconds left, 15 seconds left in the game. So that was something we said. But I agree with you. That was a fluke goal. But that happens a lot in hockey. Bounce off defenders. It's an unpredictable game, if you want to be frank about it, which is why we enjoy so much action, unpredictability as well, the physicality as well. But man, what a turnaround Game 5, man. That was a team I wanted to see.
Yes, definitely, man. And I'm talking about you played Florida Panthers hockey for a full 60 minutes, not taking no time off, and that's what you get right there. Complete domination. I mean, they thought Pickett was gonna, save their season, and He did not. Florida Panthers, they just got back to their game and played it consistently throughout that game for 60 minutes. That is going to be the result every single time if we play like that. Every single time.
Yeah, because aggression and on both sides of the puck, on both sides of the ice is what you need. Yeah. And you had, I mean, like I told you, and I said in a short, Picker's a backup for a reason. Okay, he should not be stonewalling you. Stuart Skinner is the goalie that got Edmonton. I mean, yeah, Pickard had some games. He was 6-0 in the postseason, but you know, Stuart Skinner was the guy that got you to the Stanley Cup Finals. You know, so there's a reason why he was starting throughout the series, and they showed, you know, they showed Knobloch and they showed all of Edmonton that Pickard was just another guy. You know, it's just a jack. You know, so that's pretty much what occurred in that game. You know, they were aggressive, they were relentless, they chopping up on rebounds. If you want to get technical, it should have been worse because we mishandled a couple open passes, and so it could have been 7 on them as well.
Exactly. Oh man, imagine that. Oh
yeah, they wouldn't even. Chucky had a really good pass. I think it was Verhaeghe that missed it. I forgot who it was. I don't know if you remember who the player was. It was Verhaeghe, right?
It was Verhaeghe. Yeah.
Yeah, that he missed it. That was gonna go right through the pipes. You know, right through the pipes. Also, Edmonton didn't defend Skinner as well. I'm sorry, Pickard, as they did in the fourth game when they had a couple guys to put a force field on our guys. So I mean, it was just a stellar game. The aggression again, the forechecking that sets up our offense was there. We used the open ice to our advantage as well. We were able to neutralize for the most part Draisaitl and Connor McDavid as well.
Yes,
as well. Evander Kane was a non-factor in the game as well. So we shut down
Draisaitl is the key, man, because if you get him going, then Connor's gonna get going also.
Yeah.
So Draisaitl is definitely the key. I think I said that our last show. Like that dude, if you stop him like we did last year, then you'll win, man. But yeah, he pretty much zeroed him out for that game. And you know, Connor, that dude had an amazing goal that to give them their first point. That was incredible. But I mean, he can't do it alone. So we got a whole team full of dogs. So I mean, not one person's doing it alone. And shout out Bob, man. How about Bob yesterday? Just, I mean, incredible game, bro. Like he had one for especially some of those saves in the first period. Like some of those saves were like, you know, the Bobrovsky that we all know and love. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he got back to that, and we played great in front of him too to give him the vision. I mean, it's all around good game, from everybody. Everybody gets stick taps, man.
Yeah, our defense was on point, man, because that one goal that bounced off the post and ricocheted as a rebound, and then you had a situation where he falls back, and our defense was able to poach the puck away, you know, from their forwards. I mean, that was just gamesmanship right there. We're just so loaded, you know, from top to bottom with hockey players as well that are also stars, you know, as well, that it's just a lot for Edmonton to handle. And again, we're in their head. I do think that even if it goes to game 7, which I think Florida's going to take it. On game 6, we're in their head. Like they have to, every single victory they've had has been exhausting for them. It has not been easy for Edmonton. And most victories that we've had, it's been domination from start to finish. You know, with the exception of game 2, that was a pretty close game. You know, but game 3, they got destroyed. You know, we literally turned them into gang members.
Seriously.
You know, and last night they were completely dominated again. You know, from start to finish. It wasn't even as close, if you get technical, as the score even indicated. It could have been worse for them. You know, as well. Right. So I mean, we are a team that is loaded, and not only that, our forwards, our goal scorers, they also know how to defend and check and finish off their checks as well and set up their teammates. So that is the equivalency of what you want in your team, which is toughness and the ability to score goals when needed.
Yeah, and then I would also say shout out to Brad Marchand and Sam Bennett, man, because we would have never won that game without Brad Marchand. But then for Bennett to get another goal, his 15th of the postseason, I mean, this dude, he's got the trophy, you know, written all with his name on it already, man. He's gonna get that the Selkie. That's what it is. No, is it?
No, is it the Conn Smythe?
Conn Smythe. There you go. He's gonna get that one. He's gonna get that one by far. I mean, you could give it to Marshawn, and I wouldn't be mad either, just because of this run he's had. But I mean, Marshawn, that second goal, incredible, incredible. He looked like Connor McDavid out there, man. Seriously, juking and jiving. Oh,
yeah, man. Yeah, 37 years old, bro, but he's still going, man. He's still going, and he's feisty too, man. He doesn't back down from anybody.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't back down from anybody.
He loved the trash talk too. I love.
Oh, he definitely does. He definitely does.
Florida Panther, man. Perfect.
Oh yeah, he fits in perfect with the system, huh?
Yeah, perfect for this team right here.
Sure. Definitely. So you think we take it in 6?
Yeah, I always said Panthers in 6. I think we're gonna go home and we're gonna be partying in South Florida on Tuesday night with the trophy in hand. So I think they're gonna play just like they did. Like the fourth one's always the hardest one to win. I get it.
Yeah.
But we've been there. We know we cannot go back to Edmonton. We cannot go back to Edmonton after this. Like we have to finish them at home in front of our fans. And yeah, man, let's start the celebration, man. Let's get this game done first, and then let's start the celebration.
No, I agree with you, and I do think that the Florida Panthers have this one as well. They're gonna be at home. If they just play their game for 60 minutes, like we talked about beforehand, I just think that you can't beat this team.
Yeah.
They're and the scary part is that we're gonna talk about free agency afterward. The scary part is that this team could go on a run. Like their guys are young. It's a pretty young team. I remember we were talking about Bennett recently and the possibility of maybe having to decide between him and Ekblad. And I personally think if we could keep both, I think we do it. Bennett's actually a year younger than Aaron Ekblad. Ekblad is 29 and Bennett's 28. The rumors I'm hearing, I don't know if you've heard the same thing. That they're going to offer Benny at the end of the season 8 years, 64. Is that what you've been hearing as well?
Yeah, I've been hearing that that he's going to get like $8 million a year to stay, and that he wants to stay. So I mean, if it happens, I'm gonna be over the moon about that. And then we could still keep Ekblad too. Ekblad's like, he breathes. He say he bleeds all that for the Florida Panthers. So I think he'll take a team-friendly deal to stay. It's just, can you keep Marchand? If Marchand wants to stay, I think you got to give him something, man. I know he's close, closer to the end than he is the beginning, but you give him maybe one more run, give him a 1-year deal, and go on one more run, maybe.
I agree with you. If he takes a veteran, not a veteran minimum, but at least takes a veteran type deal where he goes for one more season to try to win another cup, maybe go with help the Panthers get a 3-peat. I say you keep it, but at 37 years old, if you got to pick between those three, I saw the other day on. Yeah, I'm taking the younger ones, man. I'm sorry. I'm taking the younger ones. So that's where, that's where I'm at. Because Bennett, like I said, you have at 36 years old, he could retire with multiple championships. And then, of course, the same thing with Ekblad, retire with multiple championships at the age of 37. If you give him a 7 or 8 year deal, which I think they're going to go for the same kind of deals. I think they're going to want to lock these guys up for a long time. The best part is in hockey, you can't renegotiate your deal. So you don't, in the fourth season, I'm gonna be like, I need more. You can't pull a Jimmy Butler in hockey. And also they signed, they're done.
Also, a great thing is we have most of our guys locked up already. Like Tkachuk is locked up, Reinhardt's locked up, Verhaeghe, Bob's going into his last year of his deal. So that's something to look out for. What would they do with that? Would they just let him play it out, or because Bob's getting up there too, man. But it's, I think you have to sign Sam Bennett if you can, because the other teams are going to want to pay him. And if he wants to stay, you try to give him the best deal you can without depleting our cap. So but I think we'll get him signed. I think Ekblad will get signed too. So.
Yeah, but like I said, even if you go a little close to the cap, we have most of our guys locked up. They're a young team. You can make a run later on. I've heard rumors about the Maple Leafs might go hard on Ekblad, but the way I think about it is like Toronto is a heavily taxed state, nation, so he'll make more money here regardless, in my opinion. Unless they're gonna try to really break the bank for Aaron Ekblad, which I don't think they want to do that. You know, you're, huh?
They would have to go 10 plus.
Yeah, 10 plus.
Of the tax situation.
Yeah, and even then, I still don't think so, because I think the healthcare system, where there's 50%, if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty high. So I don't see Ekblad taking a deal with Toronto just on taxes alone, which is what Busy was complaining about. Like, oh, you think you should punish players from the South that, you know, have no income tax? I'm like, dude, bro, come on, man. Busy, I like you, but let's be honest, bro.
Gary Bettman shut that down quick.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad, man, because come on, let's be honest, because that's you know, it's ridiculous. And like Ace told them, you weren't complaining about this 20 years ago when these teams weren't winning.
Yeah.
You know, now you're gonna play because they found a way to be successful and win hockey games and win championships. And Biz couldn't respond to that, you know, for obvious reasons. He's like, I have no comeback. So yeah, so that's what I think. I think Ekblad stays, you know, and Marchand stays for a deal. I don't think Marchand's gonna get big money, to be frank with you. 37 years old. Yeah. You know, he was instrumental, but I don't think so.
I mean, the way he playing in this final, man, somebody might give him a little something, but I don't think
I'm not saying
a crazy.
I think but I think a good 1 year.
Well.
No, he's playing great. He's got like 7 goals. I mean, he's playing great, and he's yeah, no, he's playing great. No, let's be frank, he's playing great, but I mean, 37 is 37. Yeah. You know, so I think I agree with you. I think a 1 year deal and have him play that out. I think that's something that, if I'm being quite honest, you can do with Marchand, and Marchand will be happy. He seems to like it here. He clicks very well with his teammates. I mean, for goodness sakes, they shoot rats at him at the end of the game. Exactly. You know, for fun. I
was gonna say, I think being here kind of re-energized him too, man. Just playing for this type of team. He's coming from Boston. Like, Boston was, I mean, crappy team on his way out, bro. So he coming to a championship winning team, nothing but dogs in the locker room. We're like a family. The whole team is like a family. So, I mean, I think it just re-energized him to, you know, to be putting on this type of show that he's putting on. It's incredible to see, man.
Yeah, I totally agree. And they did him a solid, because they could have traded him to the West Coast.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to, and kept him out of Florida. But I think that Boston did him a solid and traded him very well into Florida, which is a contending team. That they did him a solid because of the fact what he's done, you know, for that city for such a long time, being the face of their franchise. I think that was a nice move by the Bruins, being the fact the Bruins and the Panthers do have playoff history with each other. So that's interesting that Boston made that deal. So they did him a solid.
I've talked so much shit about Brad Marchand the last couple of years, and then when he came, I was, hey, man, open arms. Gotta love it.
Absolutely.
A lot of shit, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's one of those guys you hate. When he was on Boston, you hated him, bro.
Yeah. You know, I totally agree, man. He was. But then again, he's on your team. So
yeah. Yeah.
Gotta love him now when he's on your team. And he's a Panther. 100%.
Yes.
He's a Panther. Actually, I wanted to go over the stat line a little bit with you from the other day. I always mess this up. Let me make sure I get it right this time. Where are you? Yeah, because sometimes I speak and StreamYard hasn't yet uploaded it. Hold on. There we go. I see. I knew it. I was going to do that right now. Okay, there we go. All right, so like the team's numbers were absolutely spectacular. Almost everybody that was anybody got involved in some case or the other. You know, as far as the production goes, per team. My favorite stat, obviously, the Marchand's 2 goals. You know, but look at his numbers, man. He was basically on ±3, dude. He was a very effective, 5 shots as well. He was out there completely. Okay, let's look. I gotta look at the hit meter. Bennett 4 hits. That was big. He is a forward, and you can see the aggression he had as well throughout the process. And of course, Aaron Ekblad, always effective, you know, as well, with 7 hits. So I like what I saw as far as aggression goes, you know, and that's something that I think was a good thing for this team, to say the least. Let me see. Oh, we got a little JB. Hey, what's up, JB? How you doing, guys? Please go like and subscribe the Back It Up Binge podcast with JB if you want to see some very good interviews as well. Check them out as well. And you also need to check out Fan Outfitters, who, by the way, is the sponsor of 305 Sports Now. If you're ever in Davie, Kendall, or Pembroke Pines, please check out Fan Outfitters. They have all the accessories and gear of your favorite South Florida teams, the Miami Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes, Florida Panthers, Miami Heat as well, Inter Miami, and Miami Marlins, and many, many more. So please, if you're ever in the Pembroke Pines, Kendall, and Davie area, please check out Fan Outfitters. Okay, so have you ever been to Fan Outfitters, Adrian?
No, never.
Yeah, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. Sorry, you're more north, mate. A little more north. I forgot about that. A little more north. But if you're ever in Broward, man, they got 2 stores for you.
No, definitely need to go check them out. I'm like an online shopper. I'm sure they got an online store too.
Yeah, they do. That's some good gears. But let me tell you the story. I'm not just talking jive, man. When I went to their Kendall store, because I'm buddies with a guy from Pines, Anthony. Big shout out to Anthony, who's a manager over in Pembroke Pines. But when I went to the store in Kendall, and I remember we were getting fritanga. We were coming from a trip, my wife and I. My wife wanted fritanga, and we were going to the store in Kendall and so on. And I said, I'm gonna go in here until the food's ready. I opened that door, and man, the amount of Panthers gear that I saw, because I remember when they won the cup, I couldn't find a shirt, dude. And it was like it wasn't like they were sold out. They didn't have shirts.
Oh man.
Yeah, they didn't have shirts, and I'm like, I saw thermoses, coffee thermoses, banners, shirts, jerseys. And then you go on the other side, it's all Canes. And you go on the other side, it's all Dolphins. And you go a little further back, you got FIU, right, as well. They got FIU. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. I'm not kidding you. Not because they're a sponsor. They are loaded with merchandise, man. You will not be disappointed if you go over there. I know you're an online guy, man, but the experience at the store is fantastic as well.
And I'm sure they got stuff in the store that you can't get online as well. So
yeah, probably. I see this nice little 47 fit that I'm wearing right now. Little 47 awesome. Fit. I love man, it's nice little clip. Yep. Fan Outfitters. Yeah. Right, Fan Outfitters. Okay.
Yeah, man. Did you see the guy? I think it was after Reinhardt's goal last night.
His jersey.
He took off the Edmonton jersey and had on the Panthers. I'm surprised he didn't get attacked.
Yeah, me neither, man. That's a brave dude. I was scared just going to a Royals game with my Yankee shirt on. This guy took off his Edmonton shirt and had a Panthers sweater under.
Brave man.
Yeah, actually, a funny story about Kansas City as well, and where I work at. I'm a reader, so we have tables set up, and we each have like our little team. That reads, that we read a bunch of essays, and so on. It's Bob the Builder. Big shout out, Bob Builder. Go Cats. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to myself, Rainy Day, 305 Sports Now, Rainy Day Podcast, and also the FTSN Network. They got a fun show coming up later on tonight with Bob and Alex, which is the East 10th Street Boys, one of the best podcasts for local sports on YouTube. It's fantastic. Those guys have been friends since the dinosaur era. Okay, so they share a lot of great stories, man. So go check them out later.
Called you old, Bobby.
Actually, I'm older than Bobby. That's the funny part. I'm just saying that's how long they are as friends. I'm older than Bobby. If I'm calling Bobby old, I'm ancient.
Shout out Bobby, man. Happy Father's Day, man.
Happy Father's Day, man. Again, happy Father's Day to everybody. So at the other table, across from me, there's an Edmonton fan, and I put this on whenever they play, and he puts on his Edmonton sweater. As well. And one of the guys, I don't know if I should say this on the air. One of the guys at the table, we had game 4. Teachers can be class clowns too. They were at one point probably class clowns themselves when they were in school. He's like, hey Will, go challenge that guy to a fight.
Face off.
Right over. Yeah, I had a little face off there, and I'm like, no, man, I'm not doing that.
It's all for the love of the game.
And at that table too, the guy with the Knicks hat today. I'm like, dude, what is with this table, bro? An anti-Miami table.
Oh man, yeah, man. We don't really like New York teams down here, so
no,
Knicks.
But Yankees. For me, the Yankees are an exception. They're not in the National League.
Yankees are everywhere.
Yeah, and on top of that, like I needed a team before the Marlins, so so I picked them.
Don't get me started on the Marlins, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
just a waste.
That team, Miami, the Marlins are never going to be a good baseball team until Bruce Sherman. And I don't have anything against Bruce at all. I think he's put in a bad situation until he sells the team and his investors agree to sell a team to a much more profitable owner. That's the only chance the Marlins have.
They don't go about their business the right way as far as building a team, a successful team, at least.
Yeah.
I mean,
the problem is that
every time you get good players, you ship them right out.
Yeah, because Bruce can't pay them, and the investors probably don't want to pay either. Right. And that's the problem. Jeffrey Loria screwed the team over in every facet of the imagination. You know, the Moss family wanted to buy the Marlins, and he wouldn't sell to them. And look what the Moss family's doing right now. We're in Miami.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Marlins would have probably been somewhat decent if the Moss family would have owned, if it had owned the team. Jared Jeter basically quit. Let's go.
Yep.
That's a little ball of hate, Brad. Baby, let's go.
Facts. Cap,
what's up, Cap? How you doing? Yeah, Cap's good peeps, man. I see him on X all the time.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere, man. He's on like every podcast they got to do with South Florida too.
Yeah, man, he is. Thank you, I appreciate it, man. Likewise, my friend. Likewise, thank you so much. Happy Father's Day once again to all of you. We got about 26 people, all right, on the chat right now. Eyeballs, please comment whatever you guys want to say. Just keep it clean. If you want to end up, if you want to stay on the chat, fine. But if you want to come up here, you gotta keep it clean. All right, it's a family show. Yeah.
Family show, man. It's kids. We got kids.
Yes, we do. Yeah, man. So again, that's the thing with the Marlins, man. They will never be a solid baseball team until they change ownership, and they have good ownership. That's the only thing I will say about the Marlins.
Yeah, I refuse to show them any attention unless it's negative attention.
Yeah.
Till they get hate. Till they get better, man. It's just wild.
Yeah, I had a dude unsubscribe to me 2 years ago because I didn't cover them when they went in the playoffs. I remember
you already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, and he got mad at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man. You know, I'm only one person, right? It's like not easy.
There's diehard Miami Marlins fans too. Like diehard.
No, actually, the ratings for them aren't bad. The television ratings for them aren't bad, and it's always been their thing. Like they've always done well on TV, like as far as ratings go. But they never, people just don't turn out, and I can't blame the fan base. First of all, you've created bitterness because not only are you a bad baseball team, you destroyed the Orange Bowl to build that stadium. And Canes fans alone, Leon Stiercy told me in an interview that he flips the stadium off every single time he drives by there. It's hilarious. All right, so Cap, we went over this right now. I think I can speak for Agent. What's gonna be Sam Bennett? Yeah, Sam Bennett is probably more likely to be the Conn Smythe winner this time around. They're not gonna give it to Connor McDavid like they did last year, so it's definitely not happening. You know, so I'm sure McDavid wasn't very happy to be out there anyway, but so he doesn't have to worry about it this time around because if Game 6 is an indication of where this game is going, all of Edmonton will be back in Edmonton by the evening's end. Okay, so. As well. You see, Cat for Life made some more comments. I will never forgive the Marlins for taking away the Orange Bowl. It was criminal. I tell you, yes, but you know who I blame? Our elected officials that instead of renovating the Orange Bowl like it was originally in the plans, they tore it down.
Thank you. So, I was gonna say that they should have just renovated it because it was up there. It was up there in age.
Yeah,
but
it definitely was, and the bathroom didn't smell very good either.
No, yeah. Oh man, no, they had some problems in that stadium.
Yeah, they did.
Cap, I said I wouldn't be mad if Marchand won it, man. I wouldn't be mad if he won it. But Bennett,
Cap's picking Marchand.
We talking about complete playoffs. Like Bennett's been the best player in the playoffs in the entire playoffs. Period. Like, but
he's earning his $8 million a year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if Marchand won. I would not.
No, and the good thing about it is it's definitely going to be a Panther this time. It's not going to be a participation trophy like it was last year for McDavid.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what. Yeah, it was. It's called.
Depot,
Lone Depot Park. So I forgot the name. I called it Marlin Stadium. It used to be called that. Okay, you're right. It's called Lone Depot Park. No one's ever been to Lone Depot before, but it's Lone Depot. It's called Lone Depot Park. That is absolutely correct. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you. I appreciate you correcting me. Yeah. I forgot. It's kind of like a lot of people. We still call it Joe Robbie. It tends to slip out a lot because that's
the
original
player sometimes.
Yeah, that happens. I still call it Joe Robbie at times. I love the fact that Wayne Huizenga said he would never change the name, and the moment pro player wrote him a check, it was gone.
He was like, "Yep, get that money."
Who would you have banged the drums at home? Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's got to be a former player or someone within the Panthers media or organization. Maybe have Goldie bang the drum, man. I know he got to work that night, but I don't know. It's got to be a player, a former player, right?
You go with has Jovelkop done it at Jovanovski?
Has
he done it?
So. I don't think so.
You're a good one to have. He was a fan favorite.
Yeah,
he's a fan favorite.
Just don't have any Dolphins players do that because it seemed like we cursed every time the Dolphin players bang the drum. Seems like we lose in a disappointing loss every time. But
that's right, because JT did game 4.
Yeah, rough.
Let's see. Next Winter Classic we played there. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, in January.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Thanks, Bob.
Panthers Rangers in January.
Okay.
Next year. Yeah, awesome. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, the tickets
definitely.
for I think it's like they starting at like 300 at the top.
Yeah, that surprised me.
So not bad.
No, that's how they make their money, man. Other people showing up at concerts, they don't make their money off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's a woman that I follow on social media because she has a podcast with an old high school friend of mine who works at Univision. I think she works for the Marlins marketing team. Like I said, I don't cover the Marlins, but I thought about asking her to come on to see if she wants to talk about like what strategies are they trying to do to have the fan base somewhat show interest in the team. That's something I've thought about, but like I said, I'd be a hypocrite because I don't cover the team at all. So that's I've thought about it.
They already got low ticket prices. They already pretty much giving food away with the prices of the food. It's not much, but I don't know what else they can do. Put a better team out there. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. No, I totally agree with you. Yeah, and again, but we know what has to happen for that to happen. Bruce Sherman has to sincerely sell a team to somebody that can put a winner out there. Again, the Mascarosa family, it'd be nice. They're Miami icons, and it's a family that's basically built the city. If you really want to make it work, you have dual ownership where they own the soccer team and they own the baseball team. And I do think Moss would own would jump at the chance to own the baseball team. And I'm sure that he'll bring somebody back to be president of baseball operations that knows what they're doing. No shade at Derek Jeter. Yeah. I think Jeter had his hands tied throughout his tenure here. But somebody that's a local, like DJ is from New York, more of a local that would show a lot of interest in the team. I think that's something that the Marlins definitely need.
Definitely. And just everybody in South Florida, model your organization after the Florida Panthers. They got it all aligned from the owner to the GM to the coach. Everybody's aligned. That's what you got to have if you want to have a successful team. The Heat are pretty much aligned, but they make some questionable decisions. Yeah. Dolphins, not aligned.
No, not aligned at all. The Heat are one player away from getting back at least, to championship contention because Bam is a good piece. Tyler's a good piece. I know that what's being reported is that the Heat, but they're reluctant to give up Kel'el Ware, and I kind of get it because Katie's 37, and you want to have a championship run for a while. Let's see. Yeah, the cap. That's exactly what I was saying. What Hamas was looking to buy and Laura wouldn't sell him the team. that snake oil salesman, Jeffrey Loria, in general, he wouldn't sell him the team, and he sold it to Bruce. Who Bruce is, by baseball standards, the sports standards, he's called a poor owner, financially poor owners, and that's why he relies on investors. And you have too many cooks in the kitchen, and that's what's wrong with the Marlins.
Definitely.
Well, Agent, I know you're getting ready for work, man. I appreciate you coming on. Yes, so anything you want to plug or promote?
No, man, just love, like, share, and follow, man. Rainy Day Pod, at Rainy Day Pod on all socials. So that's where I'll be. I drop stuff every week, so it's all good, man. Yeah, man, just follow. And thanks for having me again, man. And hey, go Cats. Let's go win this cup in Game 6 on Tuesday.
Yeah, so let's get it done. Ladies and gentlemen. And as far as I go, I'll probably keep doing shorts, but I'm not gonna have a true episode again until I get back home. All right, this upcoming week. Okay, so just let you guys know. Pretty sure Wolverine was a failure. All right, Cap. Thank you very much. Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you so much, everybody that participated. Bob, Cap, as well. JB, thank you so much. John. All right, let's not forget John as well for participating. Everybody, if you like what you heard, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now, the FTSN, Finns Talk Sports Network, and the Rainy Day Podcast. Have a wonderful day, guys. Goodbye. Have a good evening. Go Cats. Let's get it done.
Go Cats,
in baby. 6. Raise that cup. Let's celebrate down for Lauderdale Beach again. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.